Hi, I'm Ben with Ben Talks Talent, and today I'm going to talk about the interview question, how did you hear about this job? This is a fairly straightforward, easy to answer question, but I do find that not enough people maximize this opportunity. So today we're going to talk about how you as a candidate can maximize this question. There are questions where if you do not get it right, that is pretty much going to spell the end of your candidacy. You are out of the process. This is not one of those questions. But I do feel like it's an important one. One of the flaws most interviewers have is they tend to make their mind up early on people. So you do an interview, 5 minutes in, you have kind of made up your mind. You know, how do you feel about this person? Are they a viable candidate? Are you excited about moving them forward? You have probably already decided. And this is one of those questions that's asked really early on. It's almost a conversation starter. How did you hear about this job? Innocent enough, but I find that too many candidates say something like, oh, well, I got an email from Indeed. That's not motivating. That's not exciting. That's not going to get the person who's interviewing you excited about why you were interested in this role. So I'm going to talk about this for a few reasons. I think there are two things you need to do when you're answering this interview question. The first is that you need to give them a reason why you are motivated to throw your hat in the ring for this role. And the second thing you want to do is position yourself as somebody who is not desperately seeking a job, but instead is very passively looking. This question affords you the opportunity to do both of those things. So the first thing, we're going to talk about why you're interested in this job. So I have found that there are two ways to kind of satisfy this part of the question, and that's one, you have always admired their company. This could be for their company service or their product, the way they conduct their business, they're a pillar of the community, whatever it is, their culture. You need to have a reason as to why you were specifically interested in this company. The second thing you can do is you can talk about the role. You happen to look at the job description, you went through, and it spoke to you. That's what you want to be doing as the next step in your career. When you look at, the things you've done and being adequately positioned for a role, but then also being motivated about a reasonable amount of growth into your next step, this role was it. Or better yet, both. So I would, so let's put a pin in that, right? Because if you can accomplish both things when you answer the question, that is going to bode well for you. Let's move to the next one. So the next part of it is whenever I answer this question, I always like to position myself as somebody who isn't really an active job seeker, but instead was open to the right opportunity. So if someone was to ask me this question, I might answer it like, I'm actually not really looking for a new job. I'm pretty happy where I'm at currently, but I've always admired your company. And I just so happened to see on LinkedIn a posting. So I clicked on it and I went through and I read it, and for me, it seemed like the ideal position. It's a lot of what I've already done, but there's some aspects of the role that are things I'm really interested in doing in the future. So for me, although I'm not really looking, this is just kind of one of those opportunities where I felt like I had to explore it. So what I did there was I talked a little bit about how, I'm not an active job seeker. I'm kind of just exploring. That's important because, it makes them feel like perhaps they're going to have to come stronger with the offer when you get to the 12th hour. But it also kind of positions you as somebody who's happy, isn't running from everything, or from anything rather. So it's important. It's important to kind of set the table as, you being a passive job seeker, and then hitting on the two things that are really good reasons to explore an opportunity. You're motivated by the company, you've always admired them, their service, product, culture, etc. And the role just happens to be perfect for what you want to be doing in your career right now.